It's the NFL on EA Sports. And up next, it's Bo Nix. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Broncos and the Steelers, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 25.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at this Bronco team. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Steelers, they come off a good win in the opener on the road, and they get a second road game here.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't really do them any favors, but if they can win here and
two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? Oh, a good return up past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So the new-look Steelers offense headed out for their first drive, led by a man in his 13th NFL season now. First as a Steeler, Russell Wilson.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Now Wilson. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. From the shotgun, Wilson completes it to Austin. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And Freiermuth going to have a Steelers first down as the tackle made at the 31-yard line. Harris running straight ahead. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 23 carries, 119 yards.
So coming off the opener where they established the run and established it well, their goal is to make sure that the trend continues and to serve notice to the rest of the league that they might be a run-first team.
He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. This is 2nd and 8. Wilson. Out route, and he connects with Freiermuth. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Harris, touchdown, Pittsburgh. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So now here are the Broncos to take over on offense, led out by their rookie quarterback, drafted 12th overall, Bo Nix out of Oregon.
And as we begin week 2 in the NFL, he was truly one of the top stories around the league. What a debut. Didn't look phased at all, handled everything with poise and grace, and played through in a big way. I can't wait to see what the defenses throw at him this week and see how he adjusts.
And right away, he lost the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Here's Nix. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Credit Patrick Queen. He was the man who knocked that ball away. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To throw is Nix. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
As we both know, there's a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. This defense for the Steelers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
This now a 3rd and 4. Throwing Nix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down. A nice throw right there. And, Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command. Not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Nix to the air. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Nix from the shotgun. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. Back deep, Marquez Callaway. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. They hand this off to Harris. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Third down and 1. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Here's Wilson to throw. That is caught. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's going to be swallowed up as he got forward for maybe a yard, and it's second down. 2nd and 9. Here's Wilson. Open man, that's the tight end fire move. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 34-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 34. Now it's Wilson. He finds Pickens over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. Now 2nd and 5. As they've got it as we resume action. Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Throwing is Wilson. This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of a first down. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 4th down. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they've moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. To throw, here's Nix. That's for the former Lion, Josh Reynolds. Still going inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Josh Reynolds, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. This is Harris. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll run again with Harris. And he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage, but that's about it. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Play action. Now Wilson.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away.
And Marvin Mims deep for Denver.
This will be fielded at the 17. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
Now it's Nix.
Sutton drilling it in on the left side. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 28.
Looking to throw. Nix.
Open man downfield is Reynolds. Down the right sideline.
And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 72 yards.
And what a letdown after a huge play. He's going to pull this in and then set sail for the end zone. And he nearly made it too. But he's going to be tracked down just short of the goal line. So big play there that's going to set him up with 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Williams will take it in. Touchdown, Denver. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive.
And it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And they'll send Pickens in motion right here. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. From the 31, here's a 2nd down and 9.
This is Harris. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Denver Broncos back out there. Former Tar Heel Javonte Williams. We shine the spotlight on him.
It's the 2nd quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going. But we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series for those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they'll search for that patience here now. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
Up the middle, it's Williams.
Takes it to about the 37.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Working out of the gun is Nix. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
The rookie from Oregon on target with that one. And leads to a 1st down.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. Back to throw. Nix. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack.
The lessons will continue, but this rookie, he's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Nix.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Looking to throw. Nix. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Josh Reynolds, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Broncos are able to add on to that lead.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. It's good, and it's 21-10. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And now out come the Steelers. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. Got his man, it's Warren. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 2nd and 5. Now Wilson. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 41 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Now it's Wilson. That's complete. Now the ball comes loose. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. To throw again is Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Over the middle, complete. It's Reynolds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
It's 2nd and inches at the 30-yard line.
A final shot before break. Nix. And that's going to be incomplete. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. More from you and Charles in a bit. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here in the late window. We'll get started down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, where you see the final score there. Josh Allen, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting L.A. Rams. James Conner, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. It was a terrific first half for the rookie first-round pick, Bo Nix. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Broncos offense and Bo Nix getting set for this next possession. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half,
Good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Here's Nix. Same connection. Dulcich once again.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Throwing Nix. Short throw caught by Dulcich.
That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked up by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2.
Now they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the 3rd quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose, and that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a 1st down.
Jet sweep. Here's Pickens with it. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 38-yard line. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
They'll try the right side with Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Now here's another carry for Harris.
That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. Boswell's kick is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game.
Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
I know the special teams coach will not permit himself a smile here, but inside he's glowing. This is what he practices for. This is what he schemes. This is what he watches tape to put himself and his team in a position to score points. An absolute dream return.
The Broncos offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Steelers' 32-yard line.
They'll hand it off now. Williams.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down.
To throw is Nix.
It's caught on the right side. Williams. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop him.
Nix to the air.
His pass caught at the 4. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal. Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right.
Williams will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
They'll try and throw. Here's Nix.
Dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Alex Highsmith picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 34.
The kick by Lutz is good, and the lead now 11, 24-13. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's Wilson. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. Wilson. A short one there to Freiermuth. And Freiermuth going to have a Steelers first down as he's across midfield to the 48. They run with Harris. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 61 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They fire this one quickly to Austin. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now it's Wilson. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Russell Wilson. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
What an effort there. Sometimes you hold your breath a bit when you see your quarterback diving for the end zone. You don't want him to land on a shoulder wrong or take a big shot. But he looks none the worse for wear here, and that winds up a touchdown.
Wilson going to throw for it. And this is caught. So they took a chance, but they are back within a single point here in the 4th. Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
He'll find Reynolds over the middle. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Nix from the shotgun.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sutton.
And Sutton will have it. Broncos first down up near midfield, spotted at the 48.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. To throw, here's Nix.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
T.J. Watt able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late.
Harris starts the drive on the ground. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again.
And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
A short one there to Freiermuth.
It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Denver's offense now set to go. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
They begin the drive with Williams.
Mika Fitzpatrick, the all-pro safety, up to make the stop.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that 1st down carry.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1 yard gain.
And this is the worry because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1 yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. So Russell Wilson in the offense. Down 24-21, 2:24 to go. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
Here's Wilson. That's to Freiermuth. And Freiermuth going to have a Steelers first down as he's up to the 15-yard line. Now Wilson. Finding Watkins. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Wilson. He's got Pickens complete, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Wilson to throw. That is caught. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 37. Here's Wilson.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Well, this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. They hand this off to Harris. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Now the Steelers are going to use their 3rd and final timeout. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. Boswell's kick is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is
Personal
about.
Foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense. That penalty is declined.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Now it's Nix. Open man downfield is Reynolds. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. This from 55 yards out. And this one is no good. He missed it. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
Boy, that's a big-time letdown there. You work yourself in position to win the game, but the kick winds up no good. And now you've got to regroup as a team, get the energy back up, and get ready for overtime. And make sure you pump him up, too. he may be needed to try and win it again later.
Now Wilson. Here we go. This to avoid overtime. And this is going to be intercepted. And it's a big play there to secure the football. And, folks, we are headed to overtime. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So it's the Broncos who are going to get the first shot at things. They'll have it here as we start in overtime. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And Denver getting set to take the field. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
Williams going to get it again on second down. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up. Now a first throw here in overtime. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
The Steelers offense and Russell Wilson headed back onto the field. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Both offenses sputtering a little bit here in overtime, Charles, but give credit to the defenses and certainly credit to them on that last play. That is a huge interception.
I will absolutely do that. They deserve the credit because they forced a punt on the opening drive of overtime. You know no one wants to give up the ball in OT, and now you have them back out there knowing that it only takes a field goal to win this game. Big-time defensive plays being made.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 2. Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Here is 3rd down and 4. On the counter, here's Williams. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that 1st down gain of 8.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks. And now here's a tackle behind the line.
And the Steelers signal for another timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. And it'll be all smiles on Blake Street tonight. The Broncos have won it.
But, Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf. And today, that mission was accomplished.
Look, every offseason, every preseason, the head coach goes in front of the team and says, the mission for the season, defend our home field every time, split on the road, and we'll be in the playoffs. That's why defending the home field is vital.
So for the Broncos, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.